Hey guys, welcome to the Bird's Nest. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all your football recaps, news, and gossip. So, right now it's a little bit of news. Now, I did the video on Shedeur becoming the emergency quarterback and what that meant as far as I knew at the time. Well, G. Bush, my favorite Cleveland media person, he was on vacation while a lot of things were going on. Shiloh getting fined, Arch Manning premiere, just everything that's been going on. Shedeur getting emergency quarterback, and the Browns taking on another quarterback. So what I told you guys was, I'll just recap it, that the emergency quarterback goes in if QB1 and QB2 are unable to play for whatever reason. Both of them will have to be out. And let's say one gets hit real hard and he lays on the field for a while. And they need to take him to the tent, check him out, have him in concussion protocols for a second till they make sure it's not that. While he's going through that, that's QB2, because QB1 already is out for whatever reason. So say that happens to QB2, he got that hit, and they got to take him to the tent and examine him. Well, while the game is going on in his absence, the emergency quarterback will be playing. And then he clears concussion protocols, and they say he can play. He can get back in. Emergency quarterback could have been balling out, might have scored 3 touchdowns while he was away. When he's able to play, emergency quarterback has to come out of the game. He can only play if QB1 and QB2 are both unable to play. So that's what the emergency quarterback is. So I also said they brought in that fourth quarterback, whatever his name is, and I said it means something. I don't know what it means, but it means something. Well, G. Bush explained what it means, and this might be it's not an opinion. Part of it might be opinion and part of it not, because they can really do whatever they want to do. This is how it's supposed to go. So, here's the thing about the emergency quarterback. You got to get him ready to play. And that doesn't mean by giving him reps. As I keep stressing to y'all so y'all can know, no one gets reps except for QB1 during the season. Everybody else can get reps during training camp, OTAs, mandatory minicamp, all that stuff. But during the season, only QB1 gets the reps in practice because he has to prepare for every game. And then QB2 may get a rep or two here and there to keep him fresh. QB3 is not normally Shedeur. It's normally some guy whose name you don't know. But now it's Shedeur. So QB3, the guy whose name you normally don't know, gets 0 rep and 0 exposure to game planning activities. They are separate from that. Making Shedeur QB3 allows him to be involved in that part, getting ready for the game, being in the meeting rooms with those guys, looking at the plays. QB3 or 4 is normally the guy running with the scout team. That was going to be Shedeur. They brought in that new guy because Shedeur can't be scout team guy anymore because he's the emergency quarterback. They got to get him ready to play. So he can't be running the scout team. He has to be with the quarterbacks that are getting ready to play and in their meetings and stuff. Getting only mental reps. And that's all Dylan was going to get to. I have to keep stressing that. So, that's what G. Bush says the difference. Shedeur is moving from the scout team to the getting ready to play meeting rooms and activities. That new guy they signed will get the scout team. And even get, as a member of the scout team, he gets to get reps with the first team defense I really wanted that for Shedeur. They gotta, hopefully he can go back and get some of those scout team reps with the first team defense. They gotta do something. And the fact that they did this made it so that Shedeur can be included in game planning activities and preparation. Guys, I keep saying it more and more. I know we still hating on Cleveland, but it seems like Shedeur done wiggled his way into, now I'm about to be their franchise quarterback. It didn't work out for Kenny. That's who they wanted it to be. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Stefanski, I'm not going to say that. Stefanski wanted Kenny Pickett to be QB1, and then he got injured. And it wouldn't matter if he got injured, because even if he became QB1, he was going to lose that job, because Kenny Pickett is not QB1 material, and he is not better than Shedeur by any stretch of the imagination. And in fact, throughout training camp, because you know I'm always going to be your ear to the street, and I kept up with every day of training camp and the days that the media was allowed to, and not just training camp, OTAs and mandatory minicamp and rookie minicamp. I watched them all, and the stats and the video of all of them. And Shedeur and Dillon Gabriel were playing better than Kenny Pickett until training camp. Before that, they were outplaying him. And Shedeur was outplaying everyone before training camp. So, mandatory minicamp, OTAs, rookie minicamp, Shedeur looks way better than Dillon. Way better than Dillon. And certainly better than Kenny Pickett. So, then, and again, this is just from what I see. Stefanski is seeing it up close and personal. He knows that Shedeur is better than Dillon, and so he kept coaching Dillon up, trying to make him as good, because that was his pick. He has to justify his pick. He had a 3-win season last season, and so he needs to be worrying about his job. So he needed to make that guy that he picked in the 3rd round look good. So he kept giving Dillon all these reps, and Shedeur's outperforming him, even with Dillon getting way, way, way more reps than him. And when I say way, let's say during OTAs, Dillon would have gotten 30 more reps. No, 50 more reps. That's what he got. 30 more reps than Shedeur. Please forgive me. He got 30 more reps than Shedeur. He got 50 more reps than Flacco. That's why I've been telling y'all from the beginning, it was never Flacco. Flacco always had the least amount of reps. Dillon always had the most, because Stefanski was trying so hard to coach him up to justify that pick, because his job is already on the line because of last season. And so that's what he was doing. And even with him doing that and giving Dillon all those reps and attention, he never got to the point where he was better than Shedeur, who was getting the least amount of reps other than Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was getting the least amount of reps through OTAs and mandatory minicamp and training camp. It started in training camp. So training camp starts, and that's when Kenny Pickett started doing better for 2 days. How long was it? If I had a calendar on me, I could figure it out. Because after Shedeur, no, he was already injured by then. So I would say within the first 2 days of training camp, Kenny Pickett finally started playing better, because he was playing worse than Shedeur and Dillon up to that point. And so he's finally, okay, it's training camp now, I got to really do it. And they got the pads on and all this. And I believe that he was playing the hardest he ever played, because he hurt himself. But he did good at that point. And the first day of training camp was Shedeur's first time. That was his worst off-season performance. The first day of training camp, for whatever reason, I don't know what it was. Because maybe it was first time getting NFL action with the pads on. Not that anybody was gonna hit him or anything, but you know, they blocking him and everything. And meanwhile, Dillon's still getting all the reps, and Kenny was getting reps at this time, and Flacco still wasn't getting reps at the beginning of training camp. Then Kenny got hurt. Flacco start getting more reps, because now you don't know how long Kenny's going to be hurt, and you got to get Flacco ready for the game, because no matter that you've been working with Dylan, working, more reps, he was not ready to be QB1. So now you got to get Flacco ready, because at least he got the experience. You could get Shedeur ready, but no, you didn't pick him in the 3rd round, so you can't admit that Shedeur is your best option. You keep him at QB3, even behind Kenny, even for 2 weeks of being injured, you still keep him. I mean, you keep him at QB4 behind Kenny and Dylan, no matter what he does, no matter that he's been balling out throughout the preseason, no matter, the offseason, no matter that he took Gage Lavardian, an undrafted free agent, and made him into an NFL wide receiver. No matter that he got out in that preseason game and Kevin Stefanski called a perfect game for Dylan, because that's his 3rd round pick and he's got to look good. So he called a game for him. I'm sorry, not that first preseason game. Dylan's first preseason game. Called a game for him that would make him look good in a preseason game with not the starters. But you don't do that in Shedeur's first game. And as a result, Shedeur's game had more variety, had more nuance, had more things that you could evaluate from him instead of a bunch of short passes. You tried not to give it to him, and he still took it. So throughout all of that, despite the fact that Kevin Stefanski wanted Dylan Gabriel to be the guy, he knew he's not the guy. He's not the guy. Okay, now I know my job depends on it, but now he ain't the guy. So now what I'm gonna do? Flacco clearly is not the guy. He's 40. He's not good, and he can't play a whole season. So we have to now accept that Shedeur is getting out there, because for us not to put him out there, then they're going to really know something going on. So when Flacco starts throwing interceptions or he gets hurt, whatever happens, that gets Flacco out of there. And I believe G. Bush said the same thing, and I've been saying it all along. I believe it's sooner than people think. He's definitely not playing no more than 6 games. And I think it could be less, maybe 4. Maybe they do throw out Dylan out there during the gauntlet, because now they finally got to accept he's not the guy. There ain't no use in us throwing him out there to be the guy and keeping him there, just because we picked him in the 3rd round. If he's not the guy, we got Shedeur in the wings, we're going to have to use him. So they might throw Dylan out there during the gauntlet to go ahead and get it out the way. Let him fall on his face immediately for like 2 or 3 games and get him out quick, so that I can get Shedeur in here so he can save my job. Because I know he's capable of doing it, because I've been seeing him doing it all summer. I tried to get Dylan to be at least as good as him, but he can't do it. So Kevin knows that more than any of us know that. And that's why Shedeur has been named the emergency quarterback. A totally useless job, except for the fact that it allows that quarterback to prepare to play in the game. Because QB3 does not have that privilege. They working with the scout team. They ain't even getting no attention, let alone reps. So I just wanted to give y'all that clarification now that my boy G. Bush gave it to me. And let me just add this on to the end. I know a lot of people aren't going to see this video because, I'm just an up-and-coming football content creator. Hopefully one day I'll get there, but I'm at the beginning of my journey and I'm not there, so nobody's going to see this. If you could spread the word on this, guys, for the probably 100 of y'all that will see this video, I'll be having more views than that. Maybe 1,000. I hope 1,000 see it. I hope 1,000 see it. Y'all spread the word. Please tell those people on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. If you're a fan of Shedeur, you should not be reposting content that is hateful towards him. Not critical. Critical is fine. He can accept criticism, but if it's hateful, don't repost it. Why would you repost that and give them exposure for hating on Shedeur and you call yourself a Shedeur fan? Why are you helping out the ops? Don't help the ops, y'all. Please stop helping the ops. Don't look at their ish. Mute them. Block them. But I mute them. Because once Shedeur starts balling out, all that stuff's going to melt away. It's going to go away. And they're going to act like they never said it. It's going to go away. So just mute them. Don't give them engagement. They're using Shedeur for clicks, and that's another thing that I'm not going to do. So my Colorado Buffaloes recap video has low views because it's about Colorado and not Shedeur. I can put Shadeur's name in there and it'll get views. I'm not doing that. So my previous video was about Arch Manning. Arch Manning will be the thumbnail for that video. This video is about Shedeur being QB3, so he will be in the thumbnail, and as a result, this video will get more viewership. Then next week I'll start my NFL recaps, and Shedeur's not playing, y'all. So from today on, unless it's news, oh, I got more to add. Unless it's news, I won't be talking about Shedeur. So he can't be in my thumbnails, and he can't be in my titles. But watch how everybody gonna be doing it. With Shedeur not playing, they're going to have him in their thumbnails and some clickbait title, and it won't be about him. I'm not doing it, guys. If I have to sacrifice views for that and the growth of my channel, I don't care. Y'all know what I always say. I don't do this for a living. I have a career outside of YouTube. So I don't have to bend over backwards to get clicks. I'm not doing that. So if you want to get caught up on these recaps, you're going to have to click on it whether Shedeur's in it or not. But going back to Shedeur, and after this I'll close out, Shedeur posted his the Shedeur men group chat where he said, us Shedeur men gotta get together and regroup. And I'm sorry, us Sanders men gotta get together and regroup. Sanders men in all caps. That's that ish that those NFL execs and coaches didn't like. Because Sanders men is capitalized in real life. They bigger than other men. They more alpha than other men. So yeah, they got to get together and regroup. And it's so funny because Shedeur and Bucky posted his video too. I mean his comment in the group chat to their social media. And Bucky posted it on his actual page. Shedeur posted it as a story, but Bucky has it on his page. And he even liked the comment that was saying all the things that was going wrong with the Shedeur men with the Sanders men in the past week. And, you know, talking about poor Shiloh getting weighed in a fight, waived, and fined. Well, Shedeur going through what he going through, that second game, good Lord, the setup game, and then poor Coach Prime in that first game, and the fact that here we are going into Sunday morning, and Coach Prime still got 2 timeouts. Bucky liked that comment, because you know we could roast each other, and if it's funny, we gonna laugh. Yes. Coach Prime neglected to use 2 timeouts in a game that he was only losing By one touchdown. Yes, that's what he did. So yes, they got to regroup. We got to regroup because we are falling apart. And we got to rebuild. And Shedeur the one that got to give that message because he's the one that's on his way to being QB1. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb right now. Right now, I'm calling. I'm making a prediction. Shedeur will be QB1 and a superstar in the NFL, the face of the NFL, on or before week 10. QB1. It'll be like determined and solidified. Shedeur, QB1, week 10. I'm saying it. Flacco's going down for whatever reason. No later than 6 games. More than likely before that. Dylan is going to be exposed immediately in the first game. The spoon feeding that Stefanski was giving him and the preferential treatment, that doesn't make strong players. That makes weak players, weak men struggle, make strong players. Why are you racing me? I'm just trying to get over. You know, somebody will be going slow, and then when you try to get past them, they speed up. Okay. Oh, ships. I missed my exit. Ships, my boy. Anyway, so that's my prediction. By week 10, Shedeur will be firmly in place as QB1 for the Cleveland Browns. And then he's just their franchise quarterback. So, what we gonna do with Shiloh? A team might pick Shiloh up, but I don't think football's for Shiloh. I just don't. He's a good safety. He's not a great safety. So, move on, brother Shiloh. You could be a streamer. You could be, I don't know if Shiloh's a model. Modeling is not something you just go into. You have to master that. And so far, Shiloh's not a model. If he wants to be a model, he's going to have to train to be a model. But I think acting might be his thing. And clearly music. I mean, I don't know how easy it is to break into music. I think it's easier to break into acting for Shiloh, but to break into music, he is talented, a talented musician. Oh my God, what am I doing? Thank goodness I didn't go off that exit because that was the wrong one. I was thinking Graham on 85, not 77. Anyway, we'll see what's next for him. As for Coach Prime, he gonna have to shake it off. Shake it off. You playing without Shedeur, you got to get used to it. You can't be losing it in the game and hold on to 2 timeouts when you're down by 7. But Shedeur's on his way, and it's all good. And another thing that Andrew Berry and Jimmy Haslam were at Arch's game on national TV. So, that's another thing to tell you that they know Dylan is not the guy. They think that Arch can be Shedeur. You know, Shedeur is selling us jerseys and getting us views, and he gonna get us TV too. When he start playing. Then we're going to start getting our games flexed and we'll be on prime time. But Arch can get that too. No, he can't, because Arch can't play as good as Shedeur. By the time Shedeur was 21, he had been a starting college quarterback for 3 years. Arch is just becoming one, and he's got some work to do. Shedeur has 2.5 million Instagram followers. Arch has 500,000. No, he's not selling you the jerseys that Shedeur's selling. He's not getting you the views that Shedeur is going to get you because he can't play yet. He's got work to do. And I don't know if you're elite, that's supposed to come out immediately. If you got gifts that other people don't have, that's supposed to come out immediately. They keep talking about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield improved after he left Cleveland. Yes, he did. Is he an elite quarterback? No. He's a serviceable starting quarterback. Is he going to get you to the Super Bowl? I don't know about all that. Shedeur got gifts. Because when he went out in that first game in the preseason, and Stefanski didn't give him the best calls, he still was able to do his thing. You got to totally cut him off at the knees to get him to fall apart like Stefanski figured out after that first game, so he did it in the second game. And I don't care what nobody say. They can call us crazy or call me crazy, delusional, whatever you want to call me. That's what I believe. So that's that. I just wanted to give y'all that update on what the emergency quarterback was and all that other stuff I had to throw in there. So thanks for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have a good long Labor Day weekend. Mwah.